Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to align the car. Well, we're going to do a few things to it, and you might say, Drifter, but you can't align your ride at home, you need a special tool. The truth is that if you move the tire by just 1 degree, literally 1 degree, I mean, imagine 180, that would be like this. But even 1 degree changes the car a lot. So yeah, the truth is you really can't do it at home, but I'm not going to align it for real. What I'm going to do is remove the camber, which I'll show you in a moment. And the tire is a little like this, which is how you set it up if you want to go hard. Because if the tire is a little like this, and you send all the force to the outside, when you go into a curve, the car leans to one side and makes the tire sit straight. That's why you see that race cars have a little bit of camber. But anyway, for normal use, it's not ideal because the tires wear out. Only from one spot, so what I want is to remove that camber as much as possible. I've already looked into it. And the maximum adjustment, I think it still doesn't get rid of it completely. So what I want to do, which I can actually do at home, is remove as much camber as I can and try to make it as good as possible. So for this, I don't need a special tool. I also want to take off the steering wheel. Look, when the steering wheel is completely straight, it's just a little bit to the left. Did you see that? So I also think we can fix that at home. And well, the alignment, I guess it's already done. I suppose it's aligned. So let's fix that. Let's straighten the steering wheel and let's also straighten the camber. So I think this can be done. I've already looked it up and there's not much on the internet because people don't do this at home. Exactly, that's what I'm telling you. It's something that's usually done with a special machine. So I don't have much information, so I'm going to have to do it myself, based on what I believe, what I think, and what I feel. And let's see how it turns out. Let's see if it doesn't work. Let's see if it doesn't turn out worse. Let's see if it doesn't backfire on us. So let's go over there. Let's get started and make some progress with the big part, which is coming along little by little. So what else should I do? I want to take advantage of the fact that I'm going to take apart the tire and loosen the suspension to lubricate it. Because lately it's been squeaking a lot right now, right? Sometimes it squeaks and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if it has to do with the humidity in the air. I don't know. The point is that sometimes it just squeaks. I'm sure it's the bushings and stuff. So I'm going to take advantage. I have it here. I'm going to use the white lithium grease from Water Displacement 40. Yeah, to lubricate everything I can. Right now, since I'm going to loosen it, I'm going to loosen the suspension to move it, and I'll take the opportunity to lubricate it. Now, I really like this grease because it penetrates very well. It lubricates and stays greasy. That's what I like the most. It's like it gets in and stays greasy. So it's a beauty. It's awesome. So let's do that. And well, I think that's more than enough. Because I don't know if it has to be on all 4 tires or just the front ones. From what I understand, you can't adjust the camber on the rear ones, so I do want to remove one to check if it's true or if they lied online. But most likely the rear one can't be adjusted. It's not that bad either. The camber isn't much worse. The front ones more than the rear. Actually, the rear ones look really fancy and they do wear out more. Have you seen it in the tire video? If not, go check it out. But if not, then we'll just go with the front ones. What I do know is that maybe it did lubricate everything in the back. Taking advantage that I'm already disassembling. Look at how the tire is, it's pretty tilted. I mean, it looks like this instead of being straight, it's like this. Did you see that? That's what matters. We'll try to remove it. Well, yeah, the one in the back, if you look, yeah, it's also crooked, but it's not as bad, the one in the back, I think. Well, yeah, I mean, anyway, if the one in the back can't be adjusted, then there's nothing we can do. But we can do something about the one in the front. Yes, I want to do it and highly recommend it. This one, the Water Displacement 40 from the Specialist line, is really good because it resists heat and humidity very well. In this case, normally all the parts that have friction get hot, so it's very important that they're heat resistant. And this one does its job very well, so I definitely recommend it, you know. Guys, I've taken those tires off like 4 times this week. It's already at 0. Let's lower it a bit. Oh no, look at this. Check out the tire. Here you can see how this part is more worn out. In fact, if you look at this curve, it's much more worn out. And obviously, if you look at the tread, well, here it doesn't have any tread left. Basically, then it's making contact. From here to here, the car right now, since it's cold, is in bad shape, so we're wasting all this tire. So I want to straighten it a bit so it makes more even contact. I don't think it'll make full contact, but if it gets up to here, it should work, okay? What I have to do is loosen that one over there and this one here and adjust it. You can't see very well because of the lighting, but I think these little legs are what adjust it. X, I'm going to loosen it and see how much it moves and see if it straightens out. Also, what I want to do right now is lubricate everything. Lubricate here, lubricate there, lubricate Juguya, lubricate, well, these, all the moving parts that it has. Rubber pieces or rubber, we'll leave it in perfect condition. By the way, don't the brakes look great, guys? If you haven't seen the video where we changed them, well, honestly, it's a good one. We fought with it gave us a hard time, but they turned out really well. All right, guys, I think I'm ready now. I figured out a little bit. See this washer? This washer here is much longer on this side than on this one. On this side, there's practically no washer, and on this side, there's a lot. So my theory is that this is how you adjust it. I don't know if there's something similar on the other side. But if you put it on the thinner side, the arm is kind of pushed. And if you put it on the longer side, the arm is kind of pulled. So yeah, let's loosen it and see what happens. A lot of theory, not much action. Drifter. Okay, 17 is not okay. 19. This is where you break your hands. When you loosen it, you hit a piece of metal and it's your hand. Wait, 19. Apparently it's not that either. Come on, it's already loosened. Okay, we've loosened it. Now let's see if there's any change. What I don't know is how it moves. Once it's loosened, how the shaft turns. From there, I'll have to move it. Let's see if it has it.
Look, we've already got it loose. We've already got that screw loose. Oh, wait, it already turned. It turned a lot. Oh, I don't know if it's turning.
With this same thing. Yes, did you see? It's turning. Interesting. Did you see how the arm moves? This moves. And look, this is what I was telling you about. Here, the washer is very wide. And if we keep turning it, we get to the thinner part. I think that this thin part is where we want to leave it. That's the position of the arm, So
you understand me? Right now, it's the arm that we're loosening.
Imagine that this is the bottom part of the car and this is where the tire goes, where the disc is. This brake is this. So if you take out this piece, let's suppose we exaggerate it and it's held from up here. If you remove this piece, it does this. If you insert it, it does that. That's our tire right now. It's a little like this. I don't know if you saw that the camber is like this. That's why it wears out on the inside. So what I want to do is put this piece in, put it in so it straightens out. So what I have to do is that this washer has different positions. Put it as close as possible so that it's pulled as much as possible, this piece, so that the wheel sticks out as much as it can. And let's hope that from there it stays straight. Let's see, Drifter. Now what we need to move is this washer here, but this one's more uncomfortable, brother. Basically, that's where we want it, right? Look, on this side we have it, I took it out. Just to explain to you, on this side we have the washer, which is the one that goes in, and look how it's misaligned. I mean, the distance from here to here is much longer than from here to here from here. Basically, look, from the wear to the edge, it's nothing, and here from the wear to the edge, well, it's a lot. So turning this piece is what gives it the depth, right? Do you want the little end to go in or out of the car? As you can see, it has this small mark here, just like the other three. So the adjustment is on this one, this one, this one, and this one. So all four of these have to be aligned, which actually, well, they're always going to be aligned. The ones on one side, because they have this little shape that keeps you from, I mean, you can't put it like this. The screw must always go in the same direction. Just align the left and right and position the screw correctly. Well, it has that hole so that this piece can turn on its own. There it is held in place in this channel. Now, taking advantage that everything is disassembled, I think it's already aligned. I already took the time to leave it. Perfect, my calculations, like I said earlier, there's not much to adjust. You put that washer in a certain way, and that's about all you can do. We've already done that, but I'll take advantage of everything being disassembled. To lubricate it, we're going to use water displacement 40 Specialist White Lithium Grease. What's cool about this grease is that it creates a protective layer and stays there. So This is going to prevent the little noises the car had, although the noise is the least of it. What it's going to do is keep the whole movement system lubricated for much longer. Obviously, like I was telling you earlier, with the humidity, the heat, and everything else, what we have in a car is that things wear out and dry up and they get really ugly. So, with this, we're going to keep it alive and keep it in top shape. Let's give it a little shake. And how's the popotin? Gorgeous. It's a beauty that it's liquid fat. This is what interests me the most. And this, believe it or not, when we squeeze it, these pieces come together. So you should always take advantage and put it in when it's as loose as possible, so you can get in as much as you can. Same thing on this side, and that way we'll avoid squeaking. Brothers, you know that really gets on my nerves, and I guess it does the same to you. By the way, this white lithium grease from water displacement 40 isn't just for suspensions, it's for a lot of things. If you want, ask Mr. Ferrarino. My dad uses it for everything. He's the #1 fan. We use it a lot, especially for motorcycles and to leave everything. Well, like new, because motorcycles, especially motocross bikes, have a lot of constant movement. All the time. I mean, you push them to the limit all the time. Even if you use them slowly, they still work hard. So, we always keep them in top shape with their white grease.
We've already put it on all of them.
Yeah, all the axles, all the moving points, and look how it penetrates. Ah, beautiful. Will the big part be perfect? Now we're really going to finish adjusting it. Well, not adjusting it, aligning it. Actually, not aligning it, tightening it. So we can mount the tire now, and let's see how it turns out.
If this goes well for me, you all have to follow me. Honestly, I'll feel very proud if it does.
That's all I can say. There it is. It's done, brothers. Honestly, it looks much better at first glance. I need to take it for a spin now before dismantling the other one so I can feel the difference. The suspension adjusts, everything settles in, and now let's see if it's good. It initially looks better than the other side. But once we test it and it settles, we'll see if it turned out well. They don't see you, you don't get tired, you don't get bored. At no point do you get tired of this one. You can start it up 70 times, and every time you say, let's take it for a spin so the suspension can adjust, and then we bring it back in. Brothers, by the way, it's already fixed. I used to hold the steering wheel like this, but now it's straight. It was drifting a lot damn straight. Well, it's settled down a bit now. And yeah, honestly, the tire looks much better now. I don't know what you guys think. Look, it still has camber. Honestly, that's not going to go away anymore, but it's not that bad either. The tire will still wear a bit, but not as much. I mean, it doesn't touch like before. Before, it only touched a little bit. Now it's going to touch a lot more. Camber is necessary. I don't know if the people at Maserati thought you couldn't give it more positive camber, so I think it's fine. Honestly, I think it turned out pretty well. It's still really tucked into the fender, but I think that's just how it is now. I don't know, I think that's just the rim. With some good spacers, we could bring it out more, but I'm happy. And honestly, it does look different from the other side. It's a little off, man. Honestly, it didn't move much, but I do feel like this one is a little bit lower. Now, it's not about what I feel or see, because I put it on and you already saw the adjustment. I put it on as much as possible. So that's the most we can adjust. Camber, that's how it ended up. That's how it is. Like the ones in the back. If you can't move it anymore, there's nothing else you can do. So let's adjust this side, let's lubricate the suspension, and that's it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. In fact, I'm going to show you here how much we moved it, which isn't much. Oh, you can't see it, but there's a... See that line there? Let me point it out to you, this line. There it is. Now you can see this line. On the other one, I put it centered here. So the only thing we adjusted was literally this little bit, which is practically nothing, but you can't adjust it any more than that. That's the reality. This washer is our entire adjustment, and if we put it on this side, well, it sticks out more. So we want it to go on this side, so it goes in, so this lines up with this, so it stays nice and centered.
That's all we adjusted. That's good, ready. Now we're good, brothers.
It's respective white lithium grease, SWD-40 specialist. Yes, sir. Lots of love and keep this for yourself. Oh, now it's going to go in smoothly. Wow, it's stuck here. And here, since I already put a little on this side and down here, oh, it really needed it there. This side's done too, brothers. Let's try it now and see how it feels. I started thinking, and I think that's why the direction was off on this side. This side didn't match up.
Like the front didn't line up with the back of the adjustment.
You see there are two parts of the suspension that adjust. I mean, it's like one. In fact, they're called arms, so this side didn't match up with this one in the adjustment. I think that's why A acted that way and would keep getting worse. Now we'll test it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think since I set all four sides exactly the same, I think with that it's going to turn out really well.
Let's give it a try and see how it feels.
Honestly, it does look a little better. I mean, you can really see the tire. So yeah, it sits more evenly.
That's the reality.
Look, it's not that much of a difference. You saw that it's just a few degrees, but yeah, it does show more.
Well, yeah, it's a bit deeper. Let's give it another try and see what we think. Round 2 of testing.
Let's see. Let's see if yes or no. Brothers, you don't know the peace of mind that comes from the car going straight. Hold on. There was a boyfriend there. The car going straight gives you peace of mind. Man, I was really holding the steering wheel like this. Nothing else. What a delight. What a gem. Little by little, we're turning the big pot into millions. And obviously, with the suspension lubricated too, that little noise, those little noises and things that shouldn't happen really get on my nerves. And once the suspension was lubricated, I can assure you those little noises were gone. So we're very happy, brothers. We really are. We're happy. Honestly, genuinely, we're very happy with what we just did today. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something. I learned a lot. Honestly, I'd never taken one apart before. Want to know what I learned? And I saw, obviously, while researching on the internet, a lot of people's messages, commenting on blogs about how to go to an authorized agency, because Maseratis are very delicate. Not delicate at all, not delicate at all. A 20 or 21 screw, and literally you loosen it, turn it and tighten it, and that's it. No, not necessarily, no matter what car it is. I think you can work on it, that's what I say. Obviously, there are much more complicated things like taking apart the engine or dealing with something electrical. But the things that are simple, really simple, there's no need to be afraid of them. No matter what car you have, or what brand it is, or whatever it may be. Well, someone has to take it apart, and that someone could be you. So I'm very excited, I'm happy, it turned out really well. The car is perfect, literally perfect, and the tires will wear out less. Is the suspension lubricated? What else, guys? What more could we ask for? Well, yeah, I'll leave you the info for the water displacement, 40 specialist lithium grease. We really use it. We use it for a lot of things, for motorcycles, for cars, and I highly recommend it. So in this case, it really works. And that's it, brothers. See you in the next one. What a beautiful symphony. What a beautiful symphony. I think what I enjoy most about this car is the sound. Without a doubt, it sounds incredible. Truly and honestly.